I hope that everybody's having a good day. March 11th, 2026. I had a very unusual, vivid, clear color, short vision, and then the downloads just kept coming and coming and coming all day after this. And I feel that if this brings closure after 81 years, I should say something. And we're going to talk about the aircraft carrier, the Gambier Bay, today. And my vision at 4:18 a.m. Central on March 10th, 2026. First off, I'm going to say my condolences to all the families and all the people that lost anywhere, from 120 to 147 that perished in the sinking of the Gambier Bay. My condolences go out to those families, and I thought that I would say that out of respect before I share this vision with you. I'm going to read it. This was a tearjerker and emotional for me, but I've had a lot of visions that were accurate. That's why I'm concerned. So I saw a vision/dream. I found the aircraft carrier, Gambier Bay. I saw the wreckage. Then it said the depth was 24,656 feet of water. That's how deep we were. And this was the Battle of Samar in the Philippine Sea back on October 25th, 1944. The Sammy B sank and the Gambier Bay sank. So then I saw a vivid vision of the bow section sitting upright on the ocean floor. Then I saw a side view. I was like 2 feet away from the wreckage. I was able to reach out and touch it. Basically, and I saw the rivets. And this ship, I had never seen anything about it before. And didn't know anything about it, didn't even know what it looked like. I just know that I had watched several videos of the finding of the Sammy B Roberts destroyer escort, with the Taffy 3 fleet. So I saw the bow section, and I saw the bow section from the side. That was all I saw. Didn't see any debris, didn't see any airplanes or anything like that on the ocean floor. I just know that the bow sat upright. So now, we're going to get deep here. When they located the wreck of the Sammy B Roberts at 22,621 feet, I think it was, they were looking for the Gambier Bay, and then it had 3 vane searches. Chaldean Oceanic had 3 vane searches in the sub, limiting factor, looking for the Sammy B, and they thought the Gambier Bay laid where the Sammy B actually laid. So the downloads just kept coming in this thing. So if you're in the sub and you're heading forward toward the east, 090, toward the Sammy B Roberts wreck. This is east, 90 degrees to 180. 180 there, starboard. You want to turn to the right. 180, 15 miles. It said in the vision, 15 miles. And the records were off. The Gambier Bay didn't lie where they thought it did. The Sammy B laid where they thought the Gambier Bay was. The records were off. And that's why they didn't find anything. They were like 15 miles off. So I heard in the sub that the sonar is like 400 to 500 meters. And if that's the case, from the Sammy B to be able to pick up on the Gambier Bay, that's not anywhere close to enough distance there. 400 meters is not. And no coordinates were given about this thing. But the Gambier Bay, it said, lay in 24,656 feet of water. And if that's the case, that will be the deepest wreck ever. That's deeper than Sammy B. And in that vision, it was 24,656. And that is 7,515 meters, 4.67 miles beneath the surface of the waves. And I just saw that bow section. What's concerning to me is me not knowing anything about the Gambier Bay. The paint colors I saw when I go watch videos about the war today, and all of it, World War II, the paint that I saw matched the vision. And I know I've never seen this ship before. Never. Yeah, gold paint there along the bottom. And the rivets and stuff. They've been looking for this thing for 81 years. 81 years. That sank on October 25th, 1944. And I felt that since this continues to elude everybody, that it's my duty. A lot of people go, yeah, visions are stupid, dreams are stupid. Visions and dreams are absolutely worthless. Yeah, they're meaningless. Yeah, they'll say that. Yeah. But I'm going to say what I saw anyway. And again, I'm going to tell you again. On the sub, when you see the wreck of the Sammy B Roberts come out of the darkness into sight, turn starboard 90 degrees. 180 south 15 miles or 15 miles. Gambier Bay was right there. I didn't get to see the stern or any of it. I just saw the bow section from the front view and the side view. And I'm going to show you pictures of that. And then they missed the Gambier Bay on the sonar because I saw like a vision of that. It only clipped their sonar for like a 2-second flash blip way over on the side. Yeah, they wouldn't have caught it. Or they'd have thought it was a geological figure, something like that. And they only caught about 1% of it. It was crazy, but my condolences go out to these families and these people that perished on the Gambier Bay. Show you some pictures. Here was a surface sonar scan. See that right there? Shown that. This is what the bow section looked like that I saw. And this is what it looked like from the side. So again, the wreck of the Sammy B Roberts heading east, 180, 1.5 miles was Gambier Bay. In my dreams, and that vision was so vivid. Yeah, when that upright bow came out of the darkness, and I don't know how I was shining light on it to be able to see it in this dream or vision or whatever it was, but it was vivid. And I saw that bow section come out of the darkness, and yeah, it's totally dark. I mean, down there, you can't see nothing. And I'll answer another question. Somebody asked me this question too. Like when you're in the dreams or when it's dealing with the spiritual, they asked me, do you feel the water pressure? And the answer to that was no. Because you're not even in this dimension. And in the spiritual realm, you don't really feel that. And somebody asked me that, so I thought I would clarify it. And the pressure down there would be unfathomable. I mean, 24,656. And I thought that I would share this about my vivid vision on March 10th, 4:18 a.m., about seeing the Gambier Bay Aircraft Carrier that was lost off the Battle of Samar and Leyte and the Philippine Trench, Philippine Sea, whatever. And I was born in 1975, so I wasn't born when this happened. I don't know why me to see this thing. I'm saying, why me, why me, why me? I don't matter. You know, I wasn't ever in the military, didn't know anything about it. And I'm saying, why would I see it? Why would I have this vision? You know, after 81 years, why would I have this vision? And see Gambier Bay. You know, after watching several videos of Sammy B. Just why would I have that vision? But I felt, because a lot of my other visions have been accurate, that I owe it to everybody to say something, and I can't swear on this. I'm just saying this vision is vivid. So the 1.5 miles, 15 miles, it came to pass that when the Gambier Bay was hit like 15 times, normally it'd travel with the fleet about 2.5 miles apart, it said. And when the Gambier Bay was hit, it started slowing down and the speed started dropping off and falling further and further and further behind. And then it capsized and then sank. And then it turned back upright before it hit bottom. And, you know, the bow section was sitting upright on the ocean floor. And my condolences go out to everybody that lost loved ones on the Gambier Bay. It was 81 years ago, and I wasn't born. And why me to have this vision, I don't know. But I told you what I saw. And in my vision, how we found this thing and located it in the dream we did. Much love, everybody. March 11th, 2026.